All right, y'all, what's going on? Quick video. First and foremost, happy Father's Day. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing weekend. Father's Day, if you're a father out there, if you have your father still in your life or anything. Or if, you just want to honor and cherish the whole meaning of fatherhood. Appreciate you guys. Absolutely awesome. It's been a great day. Nevertheless, let's get right into this. Apparently, it's very slow news in the football world when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are supposedly made a dumb move by not moving down to number 9 so the Bears could move up, and we're supposed to get a 4th round pick because of that. Like, who cares? Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, is that really that big of a deal? The Falcons already said that they wanted somebody, and that somebody was Michael Penix. And they wasn't going to move from that. And that's cool, because you just never know what could have happened. Let's just say, for instance, we did trade back to number 9, got a 4th round pick, and then all of a sudden the Bears take that trade and trade down for another team who wanted Michael Penix. And I understand why people are like, oh my goodness, Michael Penix was a bad pick for the Falcons. We got Kirk Cousins. Listen, that's water under the bridge now. As of right now, it seems like it's going to work out. Maybe something may change or whatever. I don't know. But nevertheless, it's just something else for people to try to hang their hat on to talk about the Falcons and what they can do or what they can't do or what they should have done or what they did do. It doesn't matter. I feel like at the end of the day, it was, just destined for the Falcons to get Michael Penix. That's who they wanted. That's what they got. And nothing was going to deter them. Even if they move back as small as one spot back. You just never know what would have happened. At the end of the day, guys, if you're really looking at this report or this article or whatever the case may be, which I'm not going to link it, you can just find it. I just find it really, it's a nothing burger. So it's nothing to really hang your hat on and say, hey, look, guys, this happened. I put it like this. If the Falcons really wanted to do something different, they would have done it. I feel like they did not want to be in quarterback purgatory. They want somebody for the future as well. And that's what they did. At first, I was kind of shocked that they actually did it because I knew it was a possibility, but for them to actually do it, I was like, wow, what? That's like the second time I kind of called it that it could have happened. I called the Drake London pick and this happened. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm just going to trust the front office and let them do what they do. I don't think they've done anything wrong or anything out of the way to make you think that you can be a little skeptical of the team. I think the personnel changes and the personnel moves that they've done, well, they're actually pretty solid. It's not much you can sit here and say like, oh my God, they just messed up the entire season. Now, could you use that pick on somebody else outside of Michael Penix? Of course. I'm not going to sit here and say like Michael Penix was the surefire pick because on draft night, my initial thoughts was like, WTF. But at the end of the day, if you want these guys to do what they do, you just have to trust the process. And what they've done since drafting Michael Penix, the other draft picks and the other moves that they've done, it just seems like they know what they're doing. And I understand that the media wants to make something out of this. And they were like, oh my God, they could have traded back with the Bears at number 9 and this, that, and the third. But if you like somebody who you like, you get them. And that's what the Falcons did. And that's cool. I don't have an issue with it now. It's okay. It's just a lot of people at the end of the day, and you know who they are if you're Falcons fans. They're trying to make a argument that this was a bad pick. To be honest, it wasn't logistically. It wasn't a good pick logistically because you got a quarterback already ready to play. If that was the case, you could have just waited and drafted Penix and don't worry about it. But there's always the possibility that you don't get Kirk Cousins, you can't get Michael Penix, and then we got Taylor Heinicke. So what they did was, well, I'm not going to say what they did. I'm just going to go, I don't want to repeat myself. What I will say is, logistically, it's not a good pick. But if you look at it from a football standpoint, personnel, and what you can look at for being a contender down the road, you're looking at a situation where the Falcons could be contenders for the next 10, maybe 15 years. So at the end of the day, I'd rather take my chances on that than, let's say, if Kirk Cousins don't pan out when you bring him in or when he starts playing. You got to go back to Taylor Heineke. What if you do get Michael Penix and he don't pan out? Once again, you're going back to Taylor Heineke. At least with this situation here, what you got is either or, and I hope. I hope both of them don't pan out because that'd be horrible. But nevertheless, if one goes down or one don't cut the mustard, then the other one can come in and play. And I mean, that's a good problem to have at the end of the day, guys. I mean, it really is. I mean, let's just be honest. It's a good problem to have, even though we may not be completely on board, or some people completely think this is an unpopular pick. You know, it's good to have this. It's a good situation to have. But nevertheless, the media is doing what they're going to do. You know how that is. They find something on the Falcons to talk about and say, oh, the Falcons don't know what they're doing. But at the end of the day, I think there was just a couple steps ahead of everybody. You know, if they got to run with this article and talk about it in this light, that just goes to show you, like, all right, you know, they really don't have much here. But they're just going to just talk about it because it's still somewhat of a controversial issue. But I think the Falcons are going to be fine. But, yeah, I'm going to go get up out of here. It's been a great weekend. The week starts once again tomorrow, where we're going to get back on the grind and make it happen. And hopefully we'll have more days like this, more weekends like this. And hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. I'm going to get up out of here. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.